The Randy Orton heel turn is getting a bit confusing. Last week, he finally attacked Cody Rhodes after they signed their contracts. So it was awesome. Before that happened, I wasn't really even sure why Cody beating Drew McIntyre mattered that much. It felt a little bit weird and controversial. But as soon as Randy turned on him, everything made sense. It wasn't just two friends fighting for the belt anymore. Now, Randy is a real bad guy, and it makes their match feel way more important. Feel like an old legend killer is back that used to be scared of way back, and it made the whole story better. It gave Cody a real mindset to climb for WrestleMania. It made the championship feel like this was actually in danger because Randy is a monster when he wants to be. But then this week happened on SmackDown. And I'm just scratching my head. When he came out, it acted like nothing had changed at all. I didn't expect him to change his theme or come out with a scary look or something. But instead, he grabbed a chair and sat in the middle of the ring and talked to the fans like he still cared about them. Looked the same and sounded almost sorry for what he did to Cody. Called Cody his little brother and said he still loved him. He even talked about how he loved signing autographs for kids and seeing them smile. But then he said it was an empty feeling. Like I said, I didn't think he was going to change his theme music or something. I didn't expect him to be this apologetic at first. He said he wanted to give love back to the crowd, and it felt so weird for a bad guy to say. It worked a little bit, though, because Randy's good at what he's doing, but I wanted more. I want him to be mean and not care about anybody's feelings at all. It felt like they slowed down all the cool energy from last week. They made him look like a guy who was just confused instead of a guy who was dangerous. Also, we will talk about the weird phone call. Randy had a secret phone call on Monday during Raw when he told someone he would see them soon. He said he spoke with someone who had a brain and that it was a profound talk. That person apparently helped him remember who he really is, a killer. And this week on SmackDown, Mick Cardona confronted him backstage because he has known Randy and Cody for a very long time. He didn't understand why Randy is being so mean. He called Matt an indie nerd and told him to go play with his wrestling figurines. Then, Randy dropped him with a huge right hand. It was funny, but got even weirder later. General, the singer, actually found Randy backstage and told him he should be nicer. Gerald seemed worried about him. He told Randy he should apologize to Cardona. He said the real Randy knows that friends and family are more important than titles. So after getting off the phone with his Mr. Friend again, Randy went back to the ring to fix things. He invited Matt out and actually said sorry, but Matt was wrong and even owed Cody Rhodes an apology next week. They even shared a big turn in the middle of the ring. I was sitting there thinking, is he really turning back into a good guy already? I was so confused to watch. But then, the real Randy Orton finally showed up. He offered Matt a handshake and then he kicked him in the groin and hit a huge RKO. He didn't stop there though. He threw Matt out of the ring and started using the ring steps as a steel chair, just like he did to Cody. He even crushed Matt's arm in a chair while the referee tried to stop him. It was cool to see him attack someone. All acting nice part just felt like a waste of time. They were just repeating the exact same segment from last week, but they just swapped Cody for Cardona. Look, I'm just asking why would they do that? We already saw him do this 7 days ago. Felt like a watered down version of a great moment, and I'm still stuck on who is on the other end of the phone. Would he be possibly be talking to? Is it The Rock? People are speculating it's probably him because there's a lot of history with Cody Rhodes. Or is it Kevin Owens? Kevin was just feuding with Cody earlier that year and was about to fight Randy Orton at WrestleMania before he got hurt. That would kind of make sense a little bit. Some people are even saying Chris Jericho. If you remember, Randy Orton dropped a big hint when he told Margaret Cole that wrestling has more than one royal family. That usually means the Flairs or Rhodes, but Randy is a third generation wrestler too. Maybe he's talking to his dad, the cowboy Bob Orton. It would be crazy to see his dad come back to help him play mind games with Cody, especially since Cody's dad isn't there to help him. There are only 4 weeks left until the big show at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. I know they are still building the story and they want us to be surprised, but this week felt kind of a little silly for me. Last week was a 10 out of 10, but this week felt a little bit more like a big step back. They made the story more confusing when it should be getting more exciting and scary. Why ignites again? It dumps down the progress they made. It makes Randy look like he can't decide if he's a hero or a villain. It's like the writers were afraid of him being a real bad guy for more than 5 minutes without making him apologize to the fans. If you're trying to build a master, you don't want them also to come out and talk about how much he loves selling organs for kids. You want him to be cold and silent. Look, I kind of get the angle they're going with because he used to be a good guy, and people are like, ah, man, Randy, you were this one person, now we are changing. Did all of that mean nothing? It's just clarifying. I get it. But you want him to strike when no one expects. This week, we knew he was going to attack Cardona the second they hugged. It was so predictable. When he attacked Cody, it actually felt like a betrayal a little bit. Cody really trusted him, but Cardona should have known better. Everyone should know better than to hug Randy Orton at this point. It made Cardona look kind of dumb, and they made Randy's evil plan look a bit childish. I hope that next week Randy just goes full bad guy and doesn't look back. No more apologies, no more love for the fans, and no more acting like the nice guy. I want to see the meanest version of the Viper as possible. I want him to show up and be the legend kid that everyone is terrified of. If he keeps acting sorry and then attacking people, it's going to get old fast. We need him to be monsters so he can finally fight Cody at WrestleMania. It feels like the biggest, scariest fight of the year. Right now, I feel like it's playing games, and I'm ready for a real war to start. Randy needs an edge, and maybe the mystery person is that edge. In the end, I'm still a huge fan of Randy Orton, and I think he's one of the best ever. But even the best just needs a good story to tell. Just didn't feel like the right story is being told after such a massive moment from last week. I'm crossing my fingers that next week will fix it and give us a scary Randy Orton we know and love. Let him be the Viper. He doesn't care about anyone but the Gold. That's the Randy Orton I want to see in WrestleMania, and that's the guy who's going to give Cody Rhodes a fight of his life.